We're good?
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll call the meeting to order and welcome everybody. Thank you for coming, and we'll start with Mayor Merja. We'll introduce ourselves to the camera.
Stewart, Merja, Mayor Choteau.
Brian Colesworthy, Teton County Planner.
Barbara Larson.
Brian Bedord, Teton County Commissioner.
Nick Winfield, Staley Engineering.
Joe Dellwo, Commissioner.
Sam Carlson, Commissioner.
Cyrus Richardson, Battle Ridge Builders.
Setten, Sheriff Coroner.
Nate White.
Melody Brunson, Choteau, Acantha.
Addison Christensen, Choteau, Acantha.
Keevan Stanhope, TCA.
Tyler Ray, Century Companies.
Okay, thanks for everybody coming. We have minutes from July 17th.
I would move to approve those.
I'd like to add to that motion, move to approve those with corrections made. We need to include the encroachment permit for the Deep Creek.
Okay, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. There's no road encroachments this week. So that brings us to the law enforcement contract. So Keith and I attended the law enforcement contract meeting, and you may have watched it on social media. So Keith, you want to take the lead on this?
Okay, the city of Choteau and Commissioner Dellwo, Mayor Merja, and Councilman Josh Bellinger met last Thursday, and we came up with a tentative agreement for the county to contract with the city of Choteau for law enforcement services. The draft that you have is a very kind of about the second draft of the contract. Most of the items in that contract, it's not dated as of yet, but we've come to verbal agreements on the contents of that contract. The payments involving this would be a matter of over the next 3 years, the city will pay the county $953,000 for services, and that is based on about 400 hours of service to the city monthly. Previous contract was kind of set at roughly 336 hours monthly, but it seemed that we were going way over that, and so being the city is paying for more, they deserve to get more. And so at this time, pending review by the county attorney, I would request that the commission approve the agreement we've come up with Thursday.
I just had a couple little comments on number one. It says that it'll go through 25 to 26, and it should be 28 to match the next
Yeah.
term deal. And that's just a typo. And then on the other one, the only other comment, we talked about the city attorney being on the committee in January, and I asked that we add the county attorney if the city attorney is going to be on there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yep. So those were the only two things that I saw.
Okay.
Okay.
I think it's great that we're finally making progress.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Pretty
I
excited.
think so.
Absolutely. Good job.
So do I have a motion on the law enforcement contract?
Pending approval of the county attorney, I move to approve.
Do I have a
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. We're finally making headway. That's great. Okay, that brings us to bridge bids. Seems the other big deal of the day. So we have 5 bids that got in by the deadline. And I'll open them up, and then we have a representative from Staley here that's going to help us through this process. And the process is going to be, we'll open the bids, and then we'll refer them to Staley, and they'll go through the bids. And at our next meeting, we'll have a recommendation from Staley Engineering on what their thoughts are and what we should do. So we'll have it on the agenda for August 21st. So with that, I'll start opening bids. First bid is from Smith River Construction.
I'm actually gonna.
Yep, thanks for coming, Stewart.
Yeah, thanks, Stuart.
And this is on 5 bridges.
Yep.
So their bid is for $412,927.
Let me check one thing real quick. Couple things.
That's what you're here for.
So yeah, just obviously want to make sure that we have a bid bond, which we do here. Make sure that there's a certification sheet signed for the bid. And addendum is acknowledged, which it is. So, looks like we're good to go. We have signature, we have addendum acknowledged, and we do have a bid bond, so
Okay,
that one will be.
thanks for coming, by the way, Nick.
Absolutely.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Happy to be here.
Next one is from Battle Ridge Builders LLC.
Battle Ridge.
Battle Ridge Builders. Their total bid is $327,950. Oh no, $450.
We got a bid bond. We have an addendum acknowledged. It's gonna fall out. And we have a certification sheet, so all is good.
Joe, is that one also for all 5 bridges?
Yes.
Thanks.
Next one is Century Companies from Lewistown.
Thank you. So we do have a bid bond. Addendum is acknowledged. And we have a signed sheet. And a total bid price of $645,810.
Okay, the next one is TCA Incorporated.
Thank you.
All right. Addendum is acknowledged. Certification sheet is signed, and we have a sealed bid bond. And a bid price of $398,000, $398,150, 0 cents.
And the final one is Timberline Contracting.
Thank you. We have a signed certification sheet. we have addendum 1 acknowledged, and we have a sealed bid bond. The bid price is $312,175. So obviously initial reaction, everything looks good. We'll go back, check the bids, put together bid tabulations and make sure there were no mistakes within the bids. And then we'll look to have a recommendation to the commissioners either by the end of this week or early next week for approval on the 21st with a notice of award.
Okay, so I probably need a motion to accept the bids.
I'd move to accept the bids at this point.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Thank you, everyone, for showing up and bidding. We appreciate it. You don't have to suffer through the rest of the meeting unless you want to. You're welcome to stay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Joe, just to confirm, all 5 bid for all 5.
Yes.
Mhm.
No
And
questions.
I probably should have explained it a little bit. Montana has they have a new program, and we have to pay for the repair of the bridges up front, but they have a 100% reimbursement once it's done. So it's a good deal for the county, and we definitely need to make headway on bridges. We just found out we have another bridge that's not too good out east of Dutton this morning, so it's greatly appreciated that the state came up with this program to help us out. And you can stay around for the rest of the meeting, or else I'll give you the bids.
I'll take the bids and I'll get out of your hair, so I'm not billing you any more than I need to.
You're billing us?
Billing you to bill the
The state
state.
reimburses us for that too. Okay, thanks for coming, Nick.
Yes, thank you all.
Thanks, Nick. Nice to meet you.
Absolutely, and we'll look forward to seeing you again here soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that brings us to the Bynum Alley hearing. Does anybody have a comment on closing the alley in the second block of Bynum? If not, I'll close the hearing. It's been open for 3 weeks. And Paul and I went up and did the viewer's report, and there's no cost to the county. The only affected landowner is Vern Johnson. He owns both sides of the alley in his block. So there's no cost to the county, and I don't see any reason why it's not reasonable for him to get his alley abandoned.
I don't think so.
No.
So if I would have a motion from you guys,
I would, oh, go ahead. I would move to approve that.
to approve the abandonment
Mm-hmm.
of the alley, and it's in the second block now.
Okay,
You're familiar with Bynum?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'll second.
Okay, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. And I put this family transfer resolution on here, Mel. It's something that we've been talking about, and we don't have a resolution ready, so I'm just gonna ask to table it to the next meeting.
I would move to table to the next meeting, family resolution.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries, which brings us to the Sailor deal, and I'm gonna let Brian take the lead on that because he's well versed in this.
Okay, so the state requires, or has put in through legislation, that if during a family transfer to a family member in property, it's a way of skirting the subdivision review, so you can give land to your family, but the state has put restrictions on that, saying that basically the land cannot be sold. So if I transfer that to a child, I cannot sell that property, or they can't sell that property for up to 2 years, unless there is certain circumstances that would meet due to, like, you know, a trust or something like that, or a family, you know, tragedy or whatever. abstract from clerk and recorder's office. We really just don't have a thorough way to track each one of these that come through. So after some discussion, the request was to, like a few other counties, just remove the 2-year restriction. So if somebody,
We're on the family transfer resolution.
oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was. Wait,
Yeah, we're just gonna table that.
can we?
Next
You
meeting.
want to do it next meeting? Okay, because I need to
Yeah.
tell.
Yeah.
Hey, Dan, are you there? Dan wants to chime in on this one. Sorry.
No, actually, I'm here for the ag covenant lifting.
No, that's what they want to go to, Dan.
Yeah, I'm here to provide support or answer questions on that one. I wasn't aware of the family member transfer resolution, so I don't have any comment there.
Okay. All right. I'm going to give them a quick brief over on the staff report you sent for the subdivision for the ag covenant, and then if you got anything, just chime in. All right. Sorry, missed the first portion. I was going on the line in my brain. So basically, the proposal is the JP Sailor Living Trust and Down Isaacson, have represented by Morris Land Surveys, are proposing a 1-lot minor subdivision of 44.68 acres, approximately 3.5 miles to the northwest of Choteau, Montana. The proposed is just South Highway 89, with the Teton River being south boundary and the highway along the north boundary. The preliminary plat application explains that the subject property, Tract 1 of Certificate of Survey, number 85A, was created by the way of agricultural exempt division. And the purpose of the subdivision application is to remove the agricultural use only covenant that is currently in place so that the tract can be used for resident. Access is depicted upon preliminary plat as being directly from Highway 89 near the northeast corner of the tract. There are no existing or proposed utility easements depicted in the preliminary plat, so assume that the new utilities such as power or telephone cable to serve the subject tract will be from the highway. Just run through it. Basically, there is no additional want to further subdivide the property. This is again just building or removing the ag covenant, which is a requirement to go through subdivision review. The conditions. Suggested conditions of approval: the final plat and plan shall be substantial compliance with the preliminary plat and plans reviewed and approved by the governing body, except as modified by the conditions. The final plat and supplement shall comply with uniform standard final subdivision plats reviewed by the county examining land surveyor and subdivision administrator prior to final approval. All existing and proposed easements shall be illustrated upon the final plat. Prior to filing of the final plat, the subdivider shall provide proof that all real property taxes, special assessments assessed and levied on the property are paid for the current tax year, including any past delinquencies. Please note that this condition is met by the county treasurer signed certification to the above upon the face of the final plat and is required before the final plat can be filed. Prior to final plat application, the subdivider shall secure the county health department requirements. Upon approving or conditionally approving the subdivision application and preliminary plat, the commission will provide the applicant with a dated and signed statement of approval. This approval shall be in force for 36 months from the date of written decision. The Board of the County Commissioners may, at the discretion and written request of the applicant, extend the approval of the preliminary plat.
So what you need today is for us to remove the ag covenant? Is that
Basically,
what
you
you're
guys are approving the preliminary subdivision, which is to move the ag covenant. You're approving the preliminary. We still need to go to final as well.
asking? We can remove the ag covenant.
Dan's gonna chime in. Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, with the subdivision process, it takes 2 commission meetings. One to preliminary approve the preliminary application, and then that's the one that takes the staff report, and then you basically publish your findings, record your findings, and then there'll be another application for a final plat, and that's the formality of it, and that gets reviewed. The final plat gets reviewed, but you have to have another public meeting on approving the final plat, just like a regular subdivision. And then the ag covenant actually gets removed when you guys approve the final plat. So this is the preliminary plat meeting.
So that's all we're doing today is approving the preliminary plat.
Correct. And then your findings will be posted and then the landowner will turn around and submit a final plat application, and you'll have to meet on that one as well.
Okay. So is there, I guess I need a motion to approve the preliminary plat.
I would move to approve the preliminary plat.
I would second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. So we've got that done, so now we'll have to have another agenda item for, what's the timeline, Dan? Is it like the next meeting in August, or is it gonna be drug out even further?
That we'd have to have Sander on.
No, my guess,
Sorry, go ahead. Dan.
yeah, is Sander there?
No, he didn't chime in today.
Okay, my guess is they'll turn around and submit the final plat application within the next couple of days. So yeah, you're pretty safe putting that on your next meeting agenda.
Okay, that was my question, Dan.
Okay.
And thank you for being here today. It's pretty helpful.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad I had reception. I'm on my way back from Lewistown right now, so down with hanging out with the clerk and recorders at their convention. So it was good timing.
Okay, all right. So that's all we need to do on
Right.
that.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Dan.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, commission reports. I guess we have another bridge that's failing on the east side of the county. We just found out this morning,
Yeah.
which means that this program with the DOT is even more important than we first thought. I mean, it's gonna be a huge deal because we've got a lot of bridges that are getting old.
Yeah, they were all built at the same time, probably go bad at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah, sure enough.
And we'll further-
I don't have anything else.
Okay, public comment, and I'm gonna limit it to 5 minutes. Do we have any public comment? Nate?
Yes, please, thank you. Before I begin making comments, I'd like to provide you with some pictures of cruel and unusual punishment. You'll notice that these are pictures of my hair being pulled while I'm restrained into a chair in the Teton County Sheriff's Department. There are pictures of an officer yelling in my face too during the same incident. And I'll begin with the public comment. I really appreciate it. The Law Enforcement Advisory Board has made claims that the Teton County law enforcement officers are well trained. Such claims are not vindicated by the actions of the Teton County Sheriff's Department. The Law Enforcement Advisory Board has made misleading and inaccurate claims regarding the actual cost of establishing law enforcement services through Central Montana Protective Services. The opinion that CMPS would not be able to provide services to the City of Choteau is a non-legal opinion from the local government center. The city has falsely maintained that they are unable to establish law enforcement services through CMPS based upon Dan Clark's non-legal opinion. There was a conspiracy to violate my civil rights which took place in the Choteau City office. Van Setten has endorsed the conspiracy. The sheriff maintains that I was guilty of crime despite the fact that I was never convicted of crime in Teton County. The sheriff displays a lack of knowledge of the law that is breathtaking. The sheriff's threats against me are meant to intimidate me and chill my right to free speech and are illegal. The county allowed 2 individuals to assault and batter me with impunity. My right to due process was impeded by assault and battery. The assault was based upon county and city officials' plans to entrap me. The assault and battery was enacted by an off-duty LEO. The county allowed 2 individuals to assault and batter me with impunity. The Sheriff's Department obstructed justice in the city court. The city's criminal attorney obstructed justice in the city court. I'm concerned. I don't think that there's been sufficient public notice for some of these law enforcement advisory board meetings. I'm not certain. It's just a concern. I don't want conflict. I'm very threatened. I'm concerned for my safety. That's reasonable. Everything that I'm alleging is fact and is easily demonstrable. I have talked to, the mayor has talked to me about mediating. casual conversation. It was not in a public meeting. The topic has come up. Van Setten maintains that there's no resolve to this situation. I find that really very concerning, considering he's sitting on all of this knowledge. I don't hate Keith, nor do I want conflict with Keith. I want resolve to this situation. Keith has been belittling me, saying that I want a check from the county and the city. I'm not looking for a check. I'm actually, I find that very insulting. And the reason why I'm speaking about this is because it's a matter of statewide concern. If we don't reach a resolution, it will perhaps go into litigation. Keith has been encouraging me to litigate. I want a resolve to this matter. I want a fair settlement, and I don't want conflict. I am not maintaining that every county official is the problem, nor am I maintaining that every city official is the problem, nor am I maintaining that the sheriff's department does not do any good work, ever. I don't have a personal problem with anyone. The only way to actually resolve this is by way of peace. I haven't been afforded equal protection under the law. My civil rights have been egregiously violated, and I'd like a resolve to this situation. It's, while I'm bringing up my opinions regarding CMPS and the portrayal of the information, I'm not trying to make an argument that there should be a contract with CMPS. I just want these law enforcement advisory boards. You have people that say that the local law enforcement is effective. Gold star, that's printed in the paper. I maintain otherwise. Black mark, not printed. I think there's been a problem with the information that's been provided to the public. I think that that's unfortunate, and that's all I have to say. I really hope that I'm really thankful to come in here and not have actually people interrupting me, have some person that smells drunk get in my face while I'm making a public comment, while I'm exercising my right to free speech, as happened at the city council meeting. And Keith was there, Mark Grove was there. Keith was slow to respond. Mark wasn't that quick to respond, but he did come up and ask the man to step away. My problem, though, is he made a comment to the man saying, "Don't encourage this." That's an implication that I'm in the wrong when I'm up there speaking publicly during my allotted time to make public comment. The mayor then also told me that I'm violating his right to dignity, and that's a man that's actually interrupting me. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Nate. Any other public comment?
I'm just waiting to see if Lisa has anything. Oh, okay. This is from Lisa Bennett, and that she can't come in on the mic, so I'm just going to read exactly what she said. My only comment so far has to do with Facebooking the meetings. That is only allowed if it is the county's Facebook page, not the newspapers, and only if the county doesn't have a website, but Teton does have a website. So the meetings need to be recorded by the county and placed on its website, and there should be a live link via a free service to the public like Zoom or the like. I would say Teton needs to consult with their county attorney, as they may be in compliance issues here. MCA 2-3-214 requirements. Certain boards, including county governing boards, must record public meetings in audio and video format. These recordings must be made publicly available within 5 business days. If the board has a website that is recording, it must be linked there. If the board does not maintain a website, it must maintain a social media page and provide a link to the recording on the page.
Okay, any other public comment?
I would just note that the state law does not require you to live stream your meetings. You can, in fact, simply record them and after 5 days, post them on your website. So people who are expecting you to live stream, that's not what the law says. And Patty is going to work with me to maybe shift everything over onto the campus YouTube channel which doesn't require anyone to have a YouTube account to watch.
To my knowledge.
To her knowledge, she's qualified in that. But we will look into that. But again, live streaming is not required. It's just that you have to have a link accessible to the recordings within 5 days after the recordings are made.
Yes.
And in fact, the Choteau Public School System is not live streaming. They are only recording and having access then on their website.
Thank you. Any more public comment? Public notices?
How do I say that?
Oh,
Do you want to make a public comment?
Actually, yeah, I'd kind of like this subdivision map to be altered. I'd appreciate if he doesn't own the property behind my property. I don't know if that's possible or not.
Well,
Too late?
I'm not sure. To alter the preliminary plat?
so what she's kind of showing is that she didn't want kind of the land to stay how it is, add covenant still behind her, and then not be changeable. Currently, they're trying.
I'm sorry, what?
So you just kind of wanted the area behind your
just kinda
property,
like
not
your,
be.
yeah,
It's a bill of sale. It's a property. It's in.
it's already done.
It's in, yeah.
Okay.
But I bet you could always freely just reach out to
Oh, yeah.
the individual and buy the land.
Yeah, because we are using some of that property.
Okay.
Per Mr. Saylor's permission.
Okay.
But, yeah, I know them very well.
If you want the new contact owner, I can get that for you.
Okay, I know him.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, any more public comment? Any public notices? Okay, thank you, and our next meeting will be October 21st, 10 o'clock,
August,
or August.
October.
Freudian slip, maybe I'm hoping to have the next one October 21st. August 21st, thank you all for coming, this meeting is adjourned.